Hey everybody, Douglas Blair Roberts here, the Super Vader 400, and of course the brown skin human coming back at you with another movie series review intro. My previous movie series review intro, whenever I uploaded to YouTube, for some odd reason, the newest, the Crush 40 upload of Sonic What I'm Made Of, their uploaded version for some odd reason has a copyright on it, and whenever I see, and the copyright is actually not a problem according to YouTube, but if I ever want to set this account up for monetization, it will be a problem. So I'm going to do a remade version using two non-copyrighted songs. Even though this is an intro for movie reviews and rants, the What I'm Made Of will from now on this channel will only be the outro, and I'll use one of the old school non-copyrighted uploads of Sonic What I'm Made Of. The intros will feature the Sonic Heroes theme, which I haven't used in a long time, and of course the iconic We Can that I use a lot now. Everywhere on every other platform, the intros, I will use the old intro. So with that being said, let's get started right now. Hey everybody, Douglas. Hey everybody, it's time for the second part of my webcam portion remake of my 2019 video, review of the 2018 film Aquaman. Aquaman, one of my all-time favorite films, and in my opinion, one of not only the best DCEU movies, one of the best DCEU movies, but not, but the most epic and one of the best movies, period, was Aquaman. To this day, I still can't believe that it was Aquaman, Fishman, and Shazam, Magic Man, to turn to save and turn the DCEU around and restore them to their to the greatness they were destined for. Years ago, if you would have told me Aquaman and Shazam would have been better than Batman v Superman, than the Batman and Superman movies and other DCEU properties, I would not have believed you that if the DCEU was relying on Shazam and Aquaman, I would not have believed you. Shazam is next. Right now, Aquaman is the highest grossing DCEU film, taking in $1 billion. It got mixed reviews. It got mixed reviews from critics. But it got mixed to negative reviews from, no, actually mixed. Mixed to negative reviews from critics. 60%, a good 60%, likely a good 40% didn't enjoy it. Yeah, like I said, I thought this was one of the best films ever. I had low expectations. For this film when it was released, especially after seeing Jason Momoa in Justice League. At first, I didn't like this new modernized Rob Zombie Roman Reigns Thor style of Thor, the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Thor Ragnarok style of Aquaman. But after watching him in his own movie, where he is the star, I think this is one of the best interpretations of Aquaman of all time. That old school clean cut, and the later more rugged, manlier, more modernized, manlier version. Yeah, those two, in my opinion, Aquamans are way too dated to appear in this film. Jason Momoa's portrayal is the correct way to go for a modern portrayal of Aquaman that still stays true to his original self, but modernizing him for newer audience. And that's what they did here. Another thing I like about this film, it beat that overrated Dark Knight film, which used to be the highest grossing film at the box office. It beat that overrated Dark Knight film, so that's another plus. And this film, storyline, cast of characters, actors, actresses, special effects, set design, cinematography, soundtrack with Pit's Pulls Across the Ocean being the best song, with Pit Pulls Across the Ocean, and that other pop song, I can't remember what it was called, and I don't feel like looking it up. But those are the two best songs in the film. Yeah, there's no footage because they have way too many copyrighted music, and I don't want this video to get hit with a copyright. So there will be no, again, this review and the Shazam, they got way too much copyrighted music, so there will be no footage playing in the background. Sorry, but Aquaman. But soundtrack, everything. One of the greatest films I've seen. This was the most epic film I've seen. Epic DCU film I've seen. See, this is one thing I like about the DC over the MCU. The MCU, they make live action Power Ranger and Disney based movies with the namesake Marvel based characters. The DCEU, the DCEU makes full-length comic book epics. Comic book epics. They truly bring the comic book come to life. Marvel brings it to life, then alter it and alter it for a more modern audience, and makes it look all realistic and lesser than what it is in the comic book. That's sometimes good, sometimes it's not. DCEU, they take what was in the comic book and adapt it the best they can onto the big screen. Onto the big screen. And this Aquaman, when it comes to storyline, spectacle, and characters, my opinion, the movie, they've outdone their comic book. The comic book is still better when it comes to storyline, build up, pacing. I mean, not pacing, but storyline, build up, story, telling, and writing, because they had issues, comic books, to flesh out these characters, and since they were comic books, they had even more characters, like the much superior Aquaman, the sidekicks Aqualad and Aqualad Shi'ar, the Afro-American Aqualad. But everything else, this movie was better. They had the coolest version of Black Manta. They had the greatest version of Aquaman, and Patrick Wilson, Night Owl, killing it as Ocean Master Orn. Ocean Master Orn is he's a lot like Loki. He's a lot like Loki and Killmonger, except he is way better than both of those characters, especially Killmonger, who I think sucks. And he's what Loki he's what Loki started out as, and what started out as, and should be now. Loki, he started off as a cunning, intimidating villain. After the first half of the Avengers and the Thor 2 Dark World film, he became a lame comedy relief. He became a lame, bumbling comedy relief villain who gets beat up and outsmarted by everyone. Outsmarted by quote unquote everything. That's another thing DC uses better. Their villains, their bad guys are better. Ocean Master Orn, Black Manta, Dr. Savannah, General Zod, even cheesy ones like Enchantress and her brother, and of course Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, and the rest. They're bad guys. The DCU's bad guys are much cooler and much more intimidating and much more powerful. They're what bad guys should be. And Ocean Master Orn is what Loki should be. He also reminds me a little bit of the awesome Ozymandias from Watchmen, but he is what Loki and Killmonger should be. Killmonger should be. And this film is pretty much the DCEU's version of Thor and Black Panther, except this is so much better than Black Panther and way bigger than Thor. Thor and this film are considered equals on my book, but when it comes to story, action, and everything, this film was bigger and badder than Thor. Thor underwater. I forgot to mention that, underwater, with also elements from Star Wars and the 1987 film Masters of the Universes. Dolph Lundgren, who has a big role in this film as one of the kings. He is like He-Man. He's like He-Man several years later, retired and becoming a king and a father himself. That's what Dolph Lundgren is. He's like he reprised the role of He-Man in this new film. Right here. So yeah. What else about Aquaman? Yeah. Favorite and best scene. Favorite and best scene are both of the fights and battles between Ocean Master Orm and Aquaman. Aquaman followed by every other scene in the movies. The movie started off real well and was awesome up until Aquaman and Mira, portrayed by Amber Heard. I think that's her name. Amber Heard came up to the surface. Came up to the surface. You got these cool shots of Atlantis with everyone in the mocap costumes, and they come on air wearing lame regular street clothing, but it quickly picked up again when Manta pursued them there. And I love how they did Manta in this film. I felt so sorry for I felt so sorry for Black Manta in this film. I'm trying to find who his actor was. Man, I can't find his actor. Yeah, I can't find Manta's actor. But anyway, he did a good job, and I felt so sorry for Black Manta in this film, and felt so sorry for what happened with him and his father, and understood his quest for vengeance, understood his quest for vengeance, and Aquaman just straight up and quest for vengeance, but I still wanted Aquaman to take him down, and he's gonna continue in the quote unquote sequel. I like how his subplot tied into the main plot, which was Aquaman being fed up with Atlantis after what they did to his mother, and his destiny pretty much bringing him back there and taking the throne from his brother, because his brother gets the throne, will wage war on the surface world, and Aquaman will unite the surface and sea. So it was an awesome film from beginning to it was an awesome film from beginning to end. Yeah, what else about Aquaman? Yeah, the ending credits song, and the across the ocean songs by Pitbull are awesome. This film made me a fan of Pitbull. Prior to Station think Pitbull was one of the worst rappers ever. Was one of the worst rappers ever. But now we getting more appreciation for modern day, getting more appreciation for modern day hip hop, and several other things Pitbull has said in the media has made me respect him even more now. And he, in my opinion, redeemed himself with with his awesome mix of called across the nation, boy, across the nation. Yeah. So yeah, he's an average rapper, but he's a phenomenal singer. So yeah. So yes, Aquaman 2018 Now to give my thoughts on the sequel. Well, so far there's no screenplay, but the sequel will be released around this time next year, December 2022, and all those actors, and characters from the first film are coming back. Jason Momoa will be back as Aquaman. I think her name is Amber Heard. I think that's her name. She'll be back as Mara. She's phenomenal in the film. Sucks she's such a bitch in real life, but she's phenomenal in the movie. Then you got the boy Patrick Wilson, Ocean Master, is coming back. Dolph Lundgren as King Wichita is coming back, and also another actor, William Dafoe, who is Aquaman's trainer and teacher, Nudis Voco, something like that. He will be back. William Dafoe. He was awesome. He was phenomenal in this film too. Him being in the film made me really want to see this. Made me also interested in this film. So yeah. So yeah, this was Aquaman 2000. This was my review of Aquaman 2018 and my short thoughts on the sequel, which I'm already excited for. I'll give more thoughts on the sequel when more news comes out. But for now, yeah, that's the end. Turn the video up now if you don't want to hear the rest of the music.